This is my second video for tonight because I specifically wanted to talk about, you got it, the drones in New Jersey. So, two important things to remember. We don't know exactly what it is. No one really knows in the public now. But we know something going on. But there's a possibility that this is something that goes on a regular basis, just that now it's in a new era, the new media, and everybody sees it, and so it could go away. It could be a natural phenomena. And what I mean by natural phenomena, it could be something that we don't really understand about our world. You know, there's a lot. There's a lot. Any theory right now is just speculative, but based on the fact that they say it's coming from the water, either over the water or actually from the water, it may not be human. It does look like human drones, but the technology could be something that's not human. Now, you might say aliens. This might be a system that's been on this planet since the last civilization that emerged. I mean, keep in mind that Earth has been here for billions of years, right? And speculatively speaking, this could be an intelligent species on Earth that we never interacted with, right? And the reason is because if they're avoiding our contact with us, but now they're trying to communicate with us, but they have a total different way of communicating. You know, I mean, we don't know what kind of species it could be. It could be a species that's microscopic. Think about that. Think about that possibility that this could be a microscopic species that has developed technology on a macroscopic scale. I mean, we have technology on a microscopic scale. It could be the universe. I mean, it would take a lot to build it, but not if they're intelligent and not if they have the technology. Now, are they going to try to eliminate us? Chances are no. Chances are that, and of course, we don't know what exactly it is, but they haven't done it yet. And do they have superior technology? Yes, of course. They have, and the military has said that there is these entities that are there. One thing is there could be a system in the planet that evolved as a protective thing for the planet. A total way of like not even life, but organized systems. So that is one thing that people have not thought about yet. What it could be, and the really wild thing what it could be, is could be the actual answer. It could be our government that figured a new technology. However, government is very, very incompetent with these things and would not be able to run this as organized. A private corporation. But what's the profit motive? What's the profit motive for a corporation to do this? It would be a really good public campaign to introduce flying vehicles, right? However, the nuisance factor of it and the risk factor of it, too much. And you got to think about the legal complications too, right? Another country, another foreign powers. I can tell you one thing that's far certain than you realize: China does not have the capability, the technology, the organizational skills to pull something this off. They are really having infrastructure problems right now, and they are not. Traditionally, China is never a country that will go beyond its borders. You study history. There is Tibet. Do apologize. The Uyghurs do apologize. But it tends to stay within Chinese sphere of influence. Right? And of course, everybody in Taiwan and Vietnam is arguing with me this. Like in India, oh really. Okay, so I know what you're saying. I'm not uneducated, especially with history and geography and politics. I know, right? But they're incapable of doing anything regards to these drones. Russia, no, absolutely no resources whatsoever to be able to do this right now. And Iran is dealing with problems that you can't imagine, right? They're scared that they're going to be the next to fall. So no, a foreign country. I can't name one that could be able to do this. Europe, no, they wouldn't. Europe has these privacy laws and legislation. They wouldn't be able to do it. A like secret part of the U.S. government. That's a possibility. However, they wouldn't be doing this so randomly. And why New Jersey, right? Coincidentally enough, this is where the whole War of the Worlds was in New Jersey, right? So, we got to understand if this is an intelligent species and they can, if they can listen to this broadcast, right? Maybe they're trying to communicate with New Jersey. Maybe they're trying to think of some way to communicate with humanity. One way is to actually be very specific of where you at. Make sure everybody, like here in St. John's, Newfoundland, if you appear above Signal Hill in a line, right, and then do like a crisscross, that will be very specific. And people, I will like posted. I told them to do it, and they did it. And like everybody would go, okay, he actually understands. But that's only if you're an intelligent species on Earth who is watching this video. Then you have some ability to do that. And preferably like 5:30 tomorrow night, Signal Hill, St. John's, Newfoundland. But that might be seem far fetched. However, what if? What we really got to think about here is why it's occurring, right? Not what is occurring. The reason that it's emerging in this neurality of ourselves, because how we create reality is a kind of conscious thing. And I get more into the metaphysics of it, because we know that everything is just atoms, right? And particles and atoms and concentrations. But when we put form to it, right, we are interacting with it and putting form on things. And this has really got to do with our creation, ourselves forming our reality from this, as the Buddhism refers to as like bubbles. That's literally a term, the bubble, the nita, I think it's called. This is like the bubbly reality, it's like the impermanence of it, right? And then we're putting order over that, right? And this is us, our ancestors, and our genetic code, just like in the Matrix. And this is what we're creating, right? This uber super dream, the big dream, And we got our little dreams that we all have at night when we lie down and we change our magnetic resonance so that we're, instead of standing up, we're going like that. Never thought of that, did you? Mm-hmm. But yes, we are all full magnets. That's what particles are, really. Polarities. Electron, negative. Neutron, of course, neutral. Proton, positive. Right? That's everyone's composed of, and different coordinations of that into DNA, into amino acids. Polymers. Polymerization. That's what we are. Advanced, complicated polymerization techniques. And as we get more advanced, we express stuff. So we're still connected to the Earth, and this system is probably connected to the Earth. I say definitely connected to the Earth because in order to exist around Earth, it has to have the same magnetic resonance. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll get more information on exactly what's going on. And I hope it's good. I hope this is not a monolithical force. I hope this is not another government being stupid. Basically, what it means, being stupid. Another religious thing, doing advanced technology and doing something stupid with it. That will be human. But this might be an entirely different species, and I hope they can help us out. But it was like in the Federation, they have the Prime Directive, remember? Right? And it's not until we all get together and organize ourselves that they can make first contact. You remember that from Star Trek, right? So, let's hope we can actually get our act together so they can actually have someone to talk to and communicate with that's not like a leader of one individual country. But also at the same time, we don't want a world government that's going to control everything. You know? A global government will be a weaker government, but it will make sure we don't blow ourselves up, basically. You know? And it won't solve all our problems, but it will prevent us from blowing ourselves up. And that might be a good thing. But we can't give it too much power because, of course, the Book of Revelations, all that kind of stuff. And Christians won't even go for it. Like Muslims, like, nah, world government, no. You know. But we're looking for world peace. And that's the end goal, right? And it's a political, geopolitical solution, right? You know, and really, individual governments are all connected together now, whether they like it or not. So they really can't do anything because one steps in one self, one steps in the other self. You know. So the drones in New Jersey are probably there for a specific reason, or not. Maybe they're there just for an alien ritual or tourism sightseeing, and for some reason, they really like New Jersey. That's the mystery.